At least 25 Palestinians were killed in Gaza on Saturday. Hospital officials say the deaths occurred as Israeli strikes and gunfire hit people who were either sheltering or waiting in line for food aid. The latest casualties come as the world's top food crisis authority officially declares famine in the Gaza Strip, sparking new pressure on Israel over the ongoing war. A resident of Gaza described the devastation. "There's almost nothing left of Gaza. Just the sea in front of us and the few houses still standing in the refugee camps. 80% of the people have been displaced. The borders are sealed. No food, no water, no way out. Even the children no longer have a life to live." The resident went on to say, "The world sees what's happening here. This is collective extermination. No buildings, no shelter, no food, no water, no life. Only the last breath we have left. The situation is worse than famine in Somalia or any disaster anywhere else," he added. "These explosions are meant to push us out of our land. Every day they tell us to leave this area, evacuate that area. The situation is extremely bad. Every single day we lose more martyrs, some from Israeli bombing, others even while waiting for aid. The United Nations says the death toll in Gaza could rise to 11,000 by the end of January, unless there is a significant reduction in hostilities. But even if that target is reached, it would still be the deadliest month in the conflict for Palestinians, as Israel continues its relentless bombardment of the Gaza Strip. The number of patients seeking medical care at Gaza's hospitals has skyrocketed, overwhelming an already struggling health system. Medical services in Gaza were already stretched to their breaking point due to years of Israeli occupation, the blockade, and repeated military operations. Now the facilities are facing total collapse due to the current Israeli offensive, which began in October. The World Health Organization says at least 170 Palestinians have died of medical causes since the start of the Israeli offensive, most of them civilians. The Gaza Health Ministry says that in the past month, 15,600,000 people have sought medical help in Gaza's hospitals, including 3,000 children. The ministry says that's double the normal figure. It says hospitals are now struggling to cope with the rising number of casualties, describing the situation as catastrophic. Medical services in Gaza were already stretched to their breaking point due to years of Israeli occupation, the blockade, and repeated military operations. Now the facilities are facing total collapse due to the current Israeli offensive, which began in October. Medical services in Gaza were already stretched to their breaking point due to years of Israeli occupation, the blockade, and repeated military operations. Now the facilities are facing total collapse due to the current Israeli offensive, which began in October.